You mentioned in the intro that I spent 5 years doing nothing in Berlin. I, I'll have you know I was
And
very
you still
busy doing nothing.
complimented me on the intro, so that was amazing.
I was very busy doing nothing. I filled every day. It just maybe wasn't all productivity orientated. And one of the things, I was living in this very interesting part of the city in Kreuzberg, and
Kreuzberg, yeah.
from my bedroom window, I could see this gardening project, the Prinzessinnen Garden, that the guys were putting together, and also this old piano factory that was being converted.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to make a time lapse video for the people who were involved in the projects as I got to know them, because I had this great view.
The view, yeah, yeah.
Um, and I actually became kind of enamored with the technology. It was
Mm-hmm.
the IP cameras were just arriving then. This is around 2010, and Axis, the Swedish company, had just made their first model of these
Mm-hmm.
little IP cameras. Uh, Things were moving to the cloud. That was sort of the big word in tech. The kind
Yeah.
of the AI of its day was cloud-based software.
Mm-hmm.
And so we put those two ideas together, and we were pulling images to the cloud, and we built a really nice UI, which is very unusual in the world of cameras.
Mm.
Um, and I knew we had something, but at the time, what I got wrong was I didn't think it was about looking at construction sites.
Mm-hmm.
Effectively, that's what we were doing. And we went in the direction of security,
Mm-hmm.
which seemed more logical. It seemed like the bigger existing market. I quickly learned that that wasn't my place. Number
Mm-hmm.
one, we didn't have the product market fit. What we were bringing wasn't a good enough improvement on basically traditional and security,
Mm-hmm.
where you're recording, and you wouldn't look at those recordings unless there is an incident, and you might have kind of
Yes.
50 or 100 cameras and one person looking at it. So it was just an industry where we weren't really fitting in very well, and I was still interested in cameras as a communications tool,
Mm-hmm.
and what can you get from a camera that wasn't security, which is also where cloud and the web and internet,
Mm-hmm.
played a bigger role. So just kept on developing out the technology, found our way back. Well, actually started working on APIs for cameras because there was a whole load of problems there. They were difficult to write software for, and we
Mm-hmm.
ended up having to solve a lot of those problems. Again, I would say just didn't quite get the product market fit because we were one step away from the customer building APIs. Hit construction and immediately knew we had it. Right? We were solving
Mm-hmm.
very real, very important problems. You had real time visibility into the construction project. We were able to do it with high resolution video. We were able to record the video and solving real problems. By that stage, I was back in Ireland, and we had American clients who were doing kind of big investments in Irish construction projects.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to use Evercam. They became really dependent on it, and we knew we had something good, and we've sort of worked from there.
Excellent.